Thank you, everybody. I'd like to thank Madame Dr. Sheila McKenzie for having me, and the World Organization of Natural Medicine for putting this on. This is really excellent, okay? And I want to thank everybody for coming out here today, okay? So, you know what? We all want to create the perfect day, don't we? We want to create the perfect day for ourselves. We want to create the perfect day for our patients. And I'm going to tell you something. You're never going to do that unless you give your patients back their power. You're going to have to stop treating them. You're going to have to start training them. Okay? If you don't give them an actual blueprint from the minute they wake up until they go to bed, they're going to fumble. And that's why the health industry is crippled. Because we are really not empowering our patients. We aren't. I hardly know any practitioners that are doing that. And I don't see it.
That's true.
I'm going to show you tomorrow that I have what's called Wolfe Deep Tissue and Wolfe Non-Surgical. And, you know, you're going to say, well, couldn't he be a little bit more humble? It's the most powerful body work in the world. I can take a fibroid tumor this big and bring it down in 1 hour by 40 to 50%. Okay, I had a boy come to me yesterday, and he's 18 years old. When he was 12 years old, his testicle went right underneath his pubic bone. He's going in for surgery next Thursday. He'll be here tomorrow. I taped it. I went in and I did the impossible, teaching him how to breathe. I went in, I felt the testicle. I started lovingly pushing it with a breath, pushing it down. Then once I got it down far enough, I started using my elbow with a technique I put together when I was 28 years old. His testicle was outside his abdomen in 25 minutes. They said it would never be done. We have people coming to us from all over the world. We offer a money-back guarantee. I'm not doing this because I'm looking for business. We offer a money-back guarantee that our first treatment will be more powerful than all the other treatments you've ever got. Unless you're dealing with scar tissue and you know how to pull it apart, because that's every issue. The difference between me and the person who's limping is scar tissue. The difference between me being able to hear and you losing your hearing is scar tissue. The difference between your sinuses is scar tissue. Your knees, the hip replacement, okay, your bowel problems, everything is a scar tissue issue. And cancer is a scar tissue issue. 99% of it. And it's also crystallization and displaced calcium. And I'll tell you something right now. We can get every bit of displaced calcium that's still in the body. That's why you're stiff as cement. And we can get it back into the bones within 9 to 12 months, and we have a money-back guarantee. We also have a guarantee that you will have the flexibility of an 18-year-old within 3 to 6 months. But you're never going to have it. Because you will only go as far as your beliefs. Because if you want to create the perfect day, you're going to have to take a look at your beliefs. Everybody in here came from the same place. We're all created by God Almighty. And you know what? You came here with just your spirit. You're only going to leave with your spirit. And the conditions that you have today and the problems you have today are all based on your beliefs. I have absolutely no problem. I'm absolutely scared of nobody, no government. Oh, Dr. Wolfe will pray for you. I don't need your prayers. Okay? Because if you look at my YouTube stuff, I hold the line. I don't care what you think of me. I'm going to love you anyway. So understand something. You will never be free of pain because you don't know how to do it. And that's what I teach. But I teach it on a physical and emotional and spiritual level. And I show people how they can have the flexibility when they're 90 years old of a young teenager. And you're not flexible to begin with because you're not flexible in your mind. Because you actually think you own your mind, and it's a bloody landmine. I hardly know a practitioner I want to go visit, okay? So I want to create the perfect day for everyone, so I created a library called the Dr. Detox Library. I deal with tens of thousands of people every day. Every day. But we've laid it all out, given it to them. Everything I know, I teach every patient. I get badmouthed by professionals. Why do you give everything away? Well, because you're supposed to be family, but you're so scared that you're not going to have enough business that you won't actually share what's really important. Okay, so that is my library. The Perfect Day Guide. Okay, the domino effect, why you get unhealthy. Right? We know that. If you ever read that or watch the video, you're going to know. Okay, I Am Woman. I'm just finishing up the new rewrite. It's going to blow your mind. Because you women, if you don't take back your feminine power, the world's done. Men have screwed it up, and their egos are going to destroy the world. And so you just stay meek and mild and sexy. Okay? Don't speak up, don't hold the line, and we will not be here in 50 years. All right? So now, and cancer is a scar tissue issue. So don't tell me about anything else. Get rid of the inflammation and get rid of the scar tissue, and you got rid of the cancer. Don't tell me all the scientific breakthroughs and all the tens of thousands of dollars supplements you're going to sell them and exhaust them. All right? Inflammation Nation. The only time you're going to find peace is inner peace. There's no such thing as peace on this planet. Man's been at war with himself since the very beginning. Man created war, disease, and lack. And when you feel you have lack in your life, it's an illusion. I get everything I want. Okay, government approved, there it is. And guess what? There's lots of people here that smoke, do drugs, and eat this stuff. And guess what? It's not because they don't know better, it's because they don't love themselves better. Self-love is the only thing that you can have on this planet. Forget love, it sucks. Tell me you've got a good relationship with your kids and your wife and your family, and I'll tell you you're lying. Because until you totally love yourself, then you won't teach them to totally love themselves, then they won't respect themselves, honor themselves. They're going to abuse themselves with this crap. When I started talking about total love, total self-love, 25 years ago I was ostracized. I still have religious people that tell me that I'm trying to dispense the devil. Because you're not supposed to totally love yourself, and that's why your family's screwed up. Because you're still depending on your family to fill up your little broken heart. And then if they don't do what you want to do, you hold back on their love. There's the disease. There's the disease. Okay, so a pill for every ill. And guess what? A supplement for every ill too. We're just as bad as them. Okay, what do people on antidepressants focus on? Oh, I don't know. There's a clue. What do people on anti-inflammatories focus on? Okay, the end game. The end game is to get them taking drugs for the rest of their life, and then they can't stand the pain anymore, and then we're going to cut pieces from them. And guess what? There's a lot of people in here that have had surgery that didn't need it. I already state that 99% of all surgeries I can reverse. They're all chronic. Get rid of the scar tissue, get rid of the inflammation, put the calcium back in the bones. And the only reason why anybody here opts for surgery is because you're mentally crippled. All right, so the end game, let's get them into drugs or get them taking all kinds of supplements. Okay, so always question why, question authority. I tell all my patients, you question me. Don't you look up to me, you look at me, and you question me. You question everything. I'm ready for you to challenge me on anything here. If you watch my YouTube videos, I say, come and get me. Challenge me on this. Because you know what? I'm never going to shut up. Because I am the true New World practitioner. Check it out. I am the true New World practitioner. I am taking a stand. There are so many children that are not going to survive past 25. Okay, the suicide rate's gone up 3 times in the last 10 years. 300%. Do you know how to take a teenager that wants to commit suicide and talk to them for 2 hours and have them walk out of the room and go, no way, man, I don't know what I was thinking. I do. Okay. The medical system specializes in emergency care. So, guess what? You tell everyone, if you go to a doctor more than 1 day out of a year, you're screwed. Because when you make them your emergency care, then you are a continual emergency. And you're in an emergency. Mine, if you were to find out how many people here have prescription drugs in this room, you'd crap your drawers. Okay, welcome to the harvest. You don't even know you're being harvested. Okay, So there's called Medical Mafia. Ty mentioned that earlier. I wrote that. And that tells you the whole story of how only 120 years ago, there wasn't even an AMA. And you don't even know that. You don't even know that. You don't even know that drugs weren't even part of our life, that people had gardens in everybody had a garden in the back of their house and they had their own herbs. And when they had pain, they went and rested. They didn't take a pill and then drove themselves to work and went, I gotta do this. When we have pain, we don't rest today. We push through the pain. You need to breathe through the pain because you need to connect to your breath. A to Z Wellness Guide, I'm going to be releasing this. There's 42 videos on here, and I'm going to shake up the whole bodywork industry. Because massage doesn't work, acupuncture doesn't work, it only works sometimes. Chiropractic works, but it doesn't work all the time because the pain is not in the bones, it's in the muscles, issues in the tissues, it's in the nerves, it's the inflammation. You can adjust yourself all you want. But until you get rid of the inflammation in your mind, you'll always have a landmine. And the reason why you're still arguing about the same damn thing with your wife or your husband or your children is because you're insane. Okay, welcome to the program. So guess what? Which one do you run? Are you religious? Well, then you're a bloody sinner. So that means you're going to be up on the cross forever. Okay, depending on how many of those things you believe. You know what? I've never seen a sinner get well. Because a sinner has to be guilty, and whoever's guilty must be punished. Tell me I'm wrong. So this is why this is toxic. This is toxic. How long are you going to be a sinner? I've never sinned in my life. Have I made a mistake? Have I lied? Have I cheated? Have I stolen? Absolutely, I did it all. Holy crap. You think I can come down here and have adulterated parents and adulterated systems and not think that I have to survive and steal and cheat and lie? Don't you dare judge me. I'm doing a damn good job. So understand that. So don't judge yourself, and you'll always know. If you're judging me, that means you just judge you, so that's okay. I forgive you anyway. All right. So if you're a sinner, you've got guilt, which means you've got punishment, which means you're going to judgment jail. And you're going to be sentenced determined by your beliefs and fears. Tell me I'm wrong. Okay, then guess what's going to happen? Time off for good behavior or a complete pardon. After you've given yourself cancer, arthritis, a breathing disorder, okay, or totally lost your whole business, or you just got divorced, now I forgive you. How's it working? Okay, so now you've got a deal. Unconditional love or conditional love. I have unconditional love for everybody here. You can say anything you want to me today. Everybody here, I don't care. If you like me, you don't like me, you approve me, you don't approve of me, it doesn't matter. Because guess what? We are family. We all came from the same universal God. So I don't care what book you're reading. If it's not about total love, total unconditional love, total forgiveness, then you miss the boat. You miss the boat. Okay? So either observe and learn, or judge and burn. So then you've got people that aren't religious, but guess what? Failure equals not good enough. How many people are not good enough? Not good enough to be loved enough. Not good enough to make the money you think you deserve or the health you have. I'm good enough to have it all. So anything you guys don't want, I'll be taking it. All right? Well, you're not going to use it. You're not good enough. All right. So guess what? So let's bring on the government, let's bring on religion, let's bring on everybody with their fairy tale stories. Let's start a rumor, like that's never happened. Then they create a story, then a belief, and then it's a habit, which means it's in every 50 trillion cells of my body, which means I'm in lockdown now. And then it becomes a ritual. Oh, God, love the rituals. Okay? And then it becomes a family or a family blessing or a family curse. How's it working for you? All right. Whatever you feed might someday feed on you.